Nuts present one of the most interesting paradoxes in nutrition research. They're calorically dense, roughly 160 to 200 calories per ounce, yet consistent evidence shows they support weight management rather than causing weight gain. This challenges our simplistic calorie in, calorie out models and points to more complex metabolic effects. Walnuts provide omega 3 and are specifically associated with brain health and reduced inflammation in numerous studies. Almonds excel in vitamin E and support blood sugar control. Pistachios provide the highest potassium among nuts and improve cholesterol profiles. All nuts support cardiovascular health, and the epidemiological data on nuts and longevity is remarkably consistent. The recommendation is 1 to 1.5 ounces daily, roughly a handful. Raw or dry roasted preferred over oil roasted or sweetened versions. But here's where implementation gets tricky. Nuts are easy to overconsume. That handful can quickly become 2 or 3, and suddenly you've consumed 500 calories of nuts without registering satiety. Pre-portioning into daily servings helps with this. Rotating varieties provides diverse nutrients. Adding nuts to salads, grain dishes, and yogurt integrates them into meals rather than having them as standalone snacks, where portion control is harder. Soaking nuts overnight reduces phytic acid and improves digestibility, though this requires planning most people won't sustain. Now let's talk about the problems. Nut allergies are increasingly common and can be severe or life-threatening. For people with nut allergies, this entire category is off-limits, and seeds don't provide an equivalent nutritional profile. Cost is a significant barrier. Quality nuts are expensive, and organic nuts even more so. For low-income populations, nuts may be an unaffordable luxury. The omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in most nuts except walnuts is quite high. While the fats in nuts are generally healthy, excessive omega-6 intake relative to omega-3 is associated with increased inflammation. This matters less if your overall dietary pattern is anti-inflammatory, but for someone eating a standard Western diet, adding large amounts of nuts might not be as beneficial as the research suggests. Rancidity is a real issue that most people aren't aware of. Nuts contain polyunsaturated fats that oxidize when exposed to light, heat, and oxygen. That jar of nuts sitting in your pantry for 6 months? The fats have likely oxidized, creating compounds that may be harmful rather than beneficial. Nuts need to be stored in the refrigerator or freezer, which most people don't do. There's also evidence that the benefits of nuts may be overstated due to healthy user bias and observational studies. People who regularly eat nuts tend to have overall healthier lifestyles. Separating the effect of nuts specifically from the effect of being the type of person who eats nuts regularly is methodologically challenging. Still, the combination of healthy fats, protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals makes nuts exceptionally satiating. They can help with portion control at meals if consumed appropriately. The key is treating them as a regular part of your dietary pattern, not as unlimited health food.